Hi Aries, and welcome to your June 2019 general reading. I've already completed your love and relationship readings and they're on Vimeo if you want to check them out. Yours was very complex, Aries, so if you've not got a complex relationship situation, then the reading's not for you, okay? It just was very complex. So what's your additional guidance card? Yeah, you got it already. You got the bless card. Yeah. So I don't know what to say. It just very often speaks of, it's as above so below, the bless card. So very this is a relationship. It tends to speak of a very divine connection, but sometimes it's complex because these divine connections do not understand. Sometimes it feels like they don't understand our human circumstances. Basically, Aries, okay? Yeah. And it's not to do with relationships. It might just be this overwhelming feeling of being in a really good place. Aries, it's an outstandingly beautiful card. Very similar to the Star card, which is about divine grace. So this feeling of being blessed. So show me where this is showing up for Aries, and then we'll have a look and we'll clarify if you need to, Aries. So what's going on for the sign of Aries? Please be generous in your straightforwardness, universe. Boy, because it wasn't straightforward, the relationship one. So yeah, 7 of Wands behind you with the Queen of Cups. These are almost opposites. The Queen of Cups is this energy. Obviously, she's the Queen of Cups. So she's really mastered her emotions and she walks forward offering a cup. Can be a water sign, but not really, because it's most of us have water in our birth chart. I know some people don't, but it talks about our deep emotional nature and going forward and offering your cup of compassion, empathy, you know, all those juicy soul qualities. The 7 of Wands is a card about boundaries. The door's not shut, but it's not wide open either. And I'm noticing the Queen of Cups is walking away from the 7 of Wands. Let's find out what this is about. What you most want is the 4 of Swords, peace and rest. The supportive card is a 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. The challenge is a 10 of Cups. Yeah, because these are two opposites. I want rest and I want to be alone. The 10 of Cups is about sharing and being with other people. Justice card in your relationships. Money and work, you've got the High Priestess. 3 of Swords in a soul position. That's interesting. And you get the 4 of Cups. So what comes after the 4 of Cups, please? Oh, yeah. The Ace of Cups, which is the blessed card. Aries, okay. I think it's... I might only be reading for a few people. I can only ever work with what I'm given. That's the rule. I'm not ever allowed to break the rules. Only once in all my years have I not posted a reading, and it wasn't for you, Aries. It was because it was so awful that I made the decision not to put it online, and it was a couple of years ago. Because I have someone that teaches me and guides me about ethical practice. What's so funny that this Queen of Cups is behind you, but the Ace of Cups is in front of you, because these are the same qualities of energy. And they're definitely the energy of soul, okay? The energy of soul, I mean, it's all the elements, really, to tell you the truth. But it's definitely the energy of love and the heart. What is that 7 of Wands about, though? Tell me about the 7 of Wands in Aries. You know what? Taurus. Yeah, some sort of commitment. I'm going to have to, because this did sort of show up in the relationship reading, that some of yous, there might be a 3-way situation. This blessed of this Ace of Cups might be coming your way, but there's already an established situation, okay? I just want to say it and get it out of the way, because then you'll know if the reading's for you or not. So maybe you've been trying to put limits down, put boundaries down. You might have been doing that with someone else, trying to put limits down because that you really want some rest, which means you've been in the Three of Swords. You've been in some difficulty and now you want rest. The Three of Swords is still showing up, okay? We'll find out more, so don't worry, Aries. Your gift is a Ten of Pentacles. This might be about inheritance. It's very, very good financial card, guys, to tell you the truth. Because it's two flying cards. Give me a minute. Ten of Wands and the Page of Wands. Flying cards. So the Ten of Pentacles is a card of completion. If you're going for a job, this is a great card. It could be a card of inheritance, a business, something really, really good coming your way. The challenge is the Ten of Cups. And it's right under the Three of Swords, a soul position. I think some Aries, there's something complex in your relationships, guys. Might only be for a few of you. So what's the connecting card between these two, please? The Wheel, Destiny, which is the Ace of Cups. Maybe some of you are in love with someone and there's a distance between you. And the Queen of Cups has been about trying to bridge the gap. And I think it's obvious the gap is bridging. But there might still be work to be done, okay? Because the the Wheel of Fortune's a 10. All the 10s are completions of things. All of them, either difficult completions or very, very positive ones. The Ten of Pentacles is a very, very positive financial story. And the Ten of Cups is a challenge, which means the story has not completed itself yet. And probably because of that Three of Swords. So there's something going on in your relationship dynamics, Aries, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. Send blessings to the person that it is. That's what the Ace of Cups is, okay? But you've got the Justice card in your relationships, which is Libra, but it's also the Harvest card. So again, the irony continues here of really, really, really good energy and really, really good fortune. But there's something going on around it. What's the Justice card about? I mean, maybe for some of you this is an inheritance, but it came through a bereavement, a heartache. That's how you could read those cards. And the Ten of Cups it's a challenge because people are getting together, they're connecting, but it's because of a heartache situation. But there's something going on here, Aries. I found it really hard to pinpoint because of general readings, and I found it in my other reading. So the Justice card is harvest time. What's the relationship energy going on for Aries, please? Four of Wands. Beautiful. So some of you, this is about graduation, celebrating, crossing a threshold, okay? Maybe some of you have waited a very, very long time for this relationship situation to finally become resolved. And I hope that it really is becoming resolved, even though there's still some dynamics, Aries, okay? Money position, you've got the High Priestess. So that's a bit going within, uncovering the unconscious mind, the stories that we tell ourselves. Because it's the stories that we tell ourselves about money that become the Empress, they become our reality. So tell me about the High Priestess for Aries. Okay, you might be waiting on something, the Three of Wands. Yeah, and there's a little bit of anxiety. So the Three of Wands is waiting. It's sort of turning your back because you're waiting to hear news. And it's with the Nine of Swords. There might be some anxiety, But the Ten of Pentacles is the gift, which means it's going to be resolved because that's what the gift means. So I don't think there's much to worry about apart from the energy of worry itself. And it's a really hard energy when our survival instincts are threatened. It's actually almost impossible to say do not worry about it. But because of the Ten of Pentacles as the gift, there's a conclusion, a happy conclusion to your financial situation. Now, soul position, you have got the Three of Swords, okay? So there's something going on deep within you, which can be about separation, divorce, bereavement, or it can be old issues around the heart. Old issues around the heart. It's just these stories that keep repeating. It's like a CD that's stuck and stuck and stuck. And actually what needs to happen is we need to stop, feel, and take out the swords. And I know when you're in it, it doesn't feel that way, Aries. But the world is full of all these different systems that we can use to remove these swords. What's the Three of Swords about? It's something to do with timing. I think some of you are definitely, are people around you, or maybe going through some sort of loss. And what these cards are about is connecting over something that's difficult. If that's the case for any of you, you know, my condolences, okay? And maybe that's what's putting your work on hold. So you're much more being supportive to other people in your life rather than being out there making things happen. Yin and yang, guys, all the time. So the outcome, Four of Cups with the Ace of Cups. The Four of Cups is still a card of inertia, but all you can do is stare at this cup, but you're not doing anything. And the Ace of Cups, which is the Blessed card, the Eye of the Divine, see? Same as the Wheel of Fortune. So, again, for some of you, there's this beautiful love in your life. I know because I've been reading tarot cards for a long time. There's something complex about this love, okay? And this reading's for you. You're probably just nodding your head and you know exactly what it's about. For others of you, there might be some sort of loss in your environment with that Three of Swords. And the reason the Ten of Cups is a challenge is because it's gathering over a very, potentially quite a difficult situation. Yeah. It's a funny one around your finances because you haven't got active energy. And maybe your energy isn't very active because, again, Ten of Cups, there's things that are taking away your energy. And it's probably more about family, emotional issues, other people's issues. And because of that, you're not quite as active. But you've got some really beautiful cards there. That Ten of Pentacles as the gift is a really beautiful gift. Do you want to clarify the gift for me? And it's with the Empress. There's an awful lot of prosperity, which would say to me the non-action around the money is to do with something else. And it's because that Ten of Cups, I think, with the Three of Swords, your energy is going somewhere and there's a little bit of sadness around where your energy is going. You know, it's never an easy one. The trick is to look where you're going, which means you're going towards this Ace of Cups, this Blessed card. And to actually really heal your heart of the Three of Swords, what needs to happen is you need to feel what those swords were that went in there in the first place. And then you need to slowly but completely remove the swords to free your heart up again, which is exactly what you're doing is the outcome. There's something for some of you is going on around family. If it's not physical family, spiritual family, groups of people, communities of people, gatherings of like-minded people. And you've got this strange irony, well, there's a little bit of heartache, but this little bit of heartache is completely, look, it's like the heartache's there, but you're surrounded by this grace, this love of the Empress, but it's got a difficulty attached to it, Aries, okay? If you want to check out the relationship readings, please do. As I said, if your situation's not complex, it ain't for you, Aries, so save your pennies for someone else. And be back next week. Loads of love, guys. Bye.